This is Urban Armor Gear's civilian case, and I'm going to show it to you up close and talk a little bit more about it. We're going to handle this video a little bit differently today. I'm actually filming it live. We're going to have minimal edits, and we're just going to talk about this one because it originally came out and it had a cutout for the action button on your iPhone 15 Pro Max. And that was misaligned, so they've redesigned this case. It now has button coverage. And I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite cases now. So let's just kind of go over this real quickly. Here's the box it ships in. It is a 20-foot drop protective case. As you see right here, it does have built-in magnets for your MagSafe charging, and it's impact resistant. It's got grip. It comes in a variety of different colors. And let's just go ahead and take a look at it here. This one, it comes in mallard, at least that's what you're looking at here. I have been using this for just about a week now, and I'm coming from the silicone case. I was also using Apple's fine woven case. But the thing about the silicone case that I had really liked is the fact that it's lightweight. It comes in at like 1.1 ounces. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull in the scale here. And I'm going to pop this case off and I will show you the weight difference, and then I'll show it to you up close. We'll talk about it and all of that. I'm taking the case off kind of off camera because I like to kind of put it on my knee and get some leverage there. But let's go ahead and get this on the scale. And here is Apple's silicone case. It comes in at about 1.1 ounces. And as we go ahead and we look at Urban Armor Gear's case, it's coming in at about 1.5 ounces. So it's a little bit heavier, but I do feel that you're getting better protection with this case. And the other thing I'll mention about the silicone case that I don't particularly care for is over time, it starts to feel different. So out of the box, this silicone case kind of feels a little powdery, has a nice grip to it. But over time, it starts to feel a little sticky. I don't really like that. And that's been a historical problem that I've always had with Apple silicone cases. So when you look at this, the Urban Armor Gear civilian case, it really holds up really well. I mean, that's a kind of a thermoplastic material. It's a little bit softer on the sides here. You can see the MagSafe ring here, and you can also see kind of that honeycomb design for impact resistance. And then that's what it looks like on the inner rails. Now, from a size perspective, yeah, this one, as you saw, weighs a little bit less. This one weighs a little bit more, but I feel you're going to get better drop protection with the Urban Armor Gear civilian case. And it does feel in the hand just ever so slightly bigger. I don't know if you're going to catch it here on camera, but when you're holding it like this, it feels a little bit wider than the silicone case. But again, I feel much more protected in this case right here. So let's go ahead and pop the phone back in. I typically like to do it side to side here. This is going to work with screen shields as well. And let's go ahead and take a look at how it all lines up. Now, the thing that's nice about this, again, is it doesn't really show fingerprints. You're going to see a little bit, but they wipe off extremely easy. And I haven't seen any scratches thus far. It's got really nice protection around your camera lens. So you can see it's raised up. It does say Urban Armor Gear right here. You can and might see a little bit of an outline of where the MagSafe ring is. You really got to be looking for it under certain lighting. And this comes in other colors as well, black, green. I think there's like a purplish or a maroon color. I'm going to link to this in the description down below. And then as we take a look along the side, as I mentioned, this now has button coverage for that action button. You also have button coverage for your volume rockers. You can see if there's anything that I would say, I don't know, it's a negative, but something that I'm not so sure about is how you can see into the phone. So the thing about that is you could get dust, debris, things like that in here. So you are going to have to take this case off from time to time and just clean it out. I don't know that that's a huge deal. You have an area for lanyards right here, and you can see the cutout down here below. Same thing goes for this whole area. That's an entry point that you might experience some dust and debris getting in, so you'll want to take the case off from time to time. That is one thing I do like about Apple's case is the coverage here that you get is a little bit better, but still, you're going to have better drop protection with this one. Along this side, you can see right there, your button coverage, and again, an entry point. And then up along the top, it's all covered up. Now, let me go ahead and find my microfiber and give this a quick wipe down so you don't see so many fingerprints here on my screen. I do not use a screen shield, but again, this will work with screen shields. You can see we get a really nice level of lay on the table design here. And you also will notice, depending on the color that you choose, so look in the description here, you're going to get a different color right around this area here as well, here and here on this mallard case. It's gray, doesn't stand out too much, and I actually like the look of it. And as far as these buttons go, they are extremely responsive. So I've got my action button that is mapped to the camera, and it works just fine. There's my dog. Let me go ahead and unlock this. Here are your volume buttons. That's going to work just fine. And then here's your sleep awake power button. I'll pull the phone close to the microphone and you can hear the clickiness. So there you have that. As far as those magnets go, MagSafe charging works just fine, no problem whatsoever. And your wallets are going to work as well. So you can see that. Now, one thing I will mention about the wallet is I do find that it sticks a little bit better on the Apple silicone or even the fine woven case. So I find that down here, you can kind of wiggle it a little bit easier than you can on the Apple cases, probably due to the nature of this material. But again, using this over a week, sliding it in and out of like a hoodie pocket and things like that, I've never had this fall off by accident. So I'm really not concerned about that. And then off camera, I have done MagSafe charging tests and it works just fine. So this is my new favorite case. It is the Urban Armor Gear Civilian. They've done it right by putting button coverage for that action button right there. And I highly recommend this. This is my go-to. If you're looking for something that is somewhat minimal, but it's going to provide a fantastic level of protection, I would definitely recommend you look at this one. I'll put a link in the description. If you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, leave them down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe on the way out, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.